Stream inactive. Ready. Alright. Okie dokie. Hopefully this is probably working. If not, sorry. So, hi everybody. It's me, Lindsie Star. Welcome to my live stream on YouTube. And I want to address this, and also because I'm going to be on Twitch a little bit later on, I'll make sure the information will be on there as soon as this is done. I'd like to address a couple of things. First of all, what happened yesterday, actually more of last night, why did I not stream yesterday evening? Well, due to the fact that my mother had decided to hurt my feelings. She ended up making me very upset. And she messed around with my emotions, and I was not going to allow that. And what happened was, it's because she wanted to... Let me just put this in a way. She says that she wants to invite my father to Thanksgiving. And because she says, oh, because I'm half of him and half of her. That's because, okay, so, this is where things get a little bit too broad. Since when are we talking about Thanksgiving have to deal with about me? Though, literally, I'm missing the concept of this situation. And first of all, I thought, hey, let's go order something from Town Country. Right? We'll go out to Thanksgiving go to China Buffet and have Thanksgiving. Turns out, and besides, we ordered it out, and when she got on the phone, she calls the restaurant, she says, it's that, and she was not happy. And I'm thinking, I knew that something would go wrong during this fiasco, and they're like, how is this gonna be right? So I'm like, okay, so we're ready to go, so let's go to China Buffet on Thursday. Well, yesterday, she says, yeah, let's go to Town Country. You can meet your father. I'm like, what? You lied to me. You betrayed me. Oh, and then she goes, like, on me, she says, how did I betray you? Jesus then got betrayed for 30 pieces of gold. And I was like really angry, because at the same time, I'm on to my second Twitter account, which I'm not telling you guys because it's mostly for me to vent. And there's only a few people who can read this. So anyway, what happened was, I was trying to vent my frustrations out, saying that I felt like I'd been belted. Because what happened is, I found out, I think it was Monday I found out about this. I found out on Monday, and I didn't express about this until yesterday. And I'm trying to think the words while I'm also hearing my mother spew the stuff. And she says, oh, I'm angry, I'm bitter, and I need to forgive people. That's where these thin lines keep coming, and that she thinks I'm not going to break, but I am, because it's a bunch of BS, And I'm like, I can't believe she's doing this. Well, I'm trying to think of something that I have to deal with, because I'm very more angry about what's going on Alright? And I'm not going to be mad at somebody, well, henceforth I should say, I'm not going to be mad about Tommy Dreamer. I will talk to you guys about that. But as I was continuing, so I'm trying to think of, when I was trying to hear what she's saying, all I was trying to think of is, what else should I try to say? But instead of that, she says, oh, I'm angry, I need to forgive. That's not, you know, there are problems with that. How could you forgive somebody? Hey. And then it got a little bit worse, but when my brother left, and she went upstairs to my brother's bedroom, I'm down here, and I'm trying to watch. I watched NCIS, and then I watched a little bit of Bold. Then I went upstairs because I had to show my mother on my iPad that there was the passing of David Cassidy. And then it got a little bit worse. We all got crazy. And it got really worse. And all it's just saying was, my mother says, oh, I got more angrier because of what I had to do. I'm like, really? I'm more angry and upset because you're doing stupid things. And because of that, I'm very angry and upset. And the only thing that just made me stop feeling angry was, thankfully I went on to Discord and I went to, and I ended up going to one of the Discords, Mezzas. And, when I saw him post a picture of himself looking so different, I was like, there was no anger anymore. And I knew that deep down inside, there was something that made me feel better. And despite the madness she pulled and the betrayal, but she says, oh, because Jesus being afraid, you don't know what betrayal means, because it's not like Jesus. Yeah, this is where things get really kind of stupid here. What my mother referenced is talking about, I guess, in the passages of I hate to say this, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I feel like I'm acting more Christianity than being myself. And not one to bring it in religion, but about what my mother was trying to say is that she was trying to say that Jesus was betrayed by his friends. One of his friends for gold. That's not true. I had to look it up a little bit, even though I think there was more than just that. But what happened was, according to, I don't know, I believe it's in the New Testament of the Bible, not the Old Testament, so you have to understand where I'm coming from. In the New Testament, and I don't know which one it was, apparently when Jesus had broke bread with his I guess followers, you can say, because they were his supporters, his followers, they're not much of him being his friends, but when he broke bread with them, he says that he knows that one of them would betray him for silver, or pieces of silver, and he would know who, and he know who he is, but he wanted them to feel guilty and stuff, which apparently he did, and it turns out it was Judas who did that. And I know I shouldn't be picking my head, but that's what happens when you have any shampoo. Thanks, Mom. So, because of that, he felt betrayed, because he knew he was being betrayed because of the greed going on. So because of that, in the stance of this all is, what we are agreeing on, and then she decided to, you know what, just let's continue on making Lindsie feel miserable. Don't care about my emotions. And, fighting him, it's making me feel the worst. And I might as well stay home. Because she decided to betray me. Just to be what? Chummy? No. And this is where things go back to where it begins. Of you cannot forgive. How could you forgive somebody who decided to abandon us to somebody who didn't give you a lot of money? You can't. And I mean money to, because I didn't want... I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get so emotional. And you're pretty sure you guys are probably going to say, well, you're having abandonment issues. I don't. It's just that you need to understand that you have to be a better person by not doing things. And because of things, how it is. And why am I still angry that I can't forgive? Is because it makes you feel inhuman to do so. Oh. And I know, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are worried about me thinking I'm in some kind of emotional mess. But it's just how it is. And, for recently, I do not want to throw shade at Tommy Dreamer. And I don't know if and I'm not, because I get the idea that he's trying to, book for something good. But for the people he booked on, I mean, it's obviously that I'm nearly want to question him, but I'm not kind of want to throw shade at him. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, first of all, he's friends with these people. But second of all, I rather wish he would book more more wrestlers who need to be better talent and, views, as in Ben Boone and Tim Donst, is they need to have a platform of being on to something like Twitch. Although I will have to need to slap myself silly for talking about Tim Donst, because I guess I'll explain that a little bit. But the two people he booked on for next month and that we'll be seeing on Twitch is Austin Aries, who wrestled more than a couple of days, just say since this past Saturday, and despite there was a lot of things going on, and I know that he wrestled against this guy named Alex Reynolds, who he was terrible. And of course he was brought out and he came out with that Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. I'm just hoping Joey Janela kicks his butt at the next CCW show. I think it's this upcoming weekend or next weekend. I'm not sure. Whew. Was it? I don't know. I don't know when that happened or will be happening. But anyway. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, so what happened? Shoot. Sorry. And let me fix these. That's a little blurry. So apparently, it's just that I'm kind of angry and upset because I tweeted. The reason why I got angry and upset with Austin Aries is because he got, I don't know, because I tried to tweet at him and when he was wrestling for Impact Wrestling, and I felt like he did not respond to me because, you know, I felt like, I don't know, it felt weird in a way. And, you know, and I just tried, blocked him, and then was suggested by my friend Valentina that I shouldn't have done that, and then try again, so I did, and then I just gave up on him. And then, because of that, I've been angry ever since. And, of course, got a little more worse. Not going to say who else. But the other person I'm not happy about who's being on the card is Candice Michelle. And the reason why I'm kind of mad about that is she is being booked for this. And I could not... And the reason why is of what she had tweeted on Twitter. Just like, what happened was, I should explain, one day I was on Twitter. I felt this was, I believe, 4 to 5 years ago. What happened was, I got onto Twitter and I see her responding to a person. And the thing that nearly highly disturbed me was she was claiming that she would not get her daughters vaccinated because she says that all vaccinations had autism. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, I took vaccinations when I was younger, and I don't have autism. In fact, I was like, why is this happening? Like, why? And, sorry, I'm looking at my nails and stuff. And furthermore into this madness, I was like, I read where she was sourcing this stuff, and she screenshot a Facebook post from her husband who says that who brought this crazy idea that that sourcing from somewhere else, saying it's probably another chiropractor who lives in Australia, who's considered to be a quack. I heard research a little bit, saying that there was proof, and I'm like, no, there isn't, unless it's been scientifically journalized into research. There is no way in heck. In fact, I think this is when the height of this madness about autism, and I watched on ABC News, and they had the doctor on their show, and they said, and it's not ABC News, more like Good Morning America, still ABC News. They said there was no way there is any belief into that because it's not true, and they should get vaccinated. And I heard that this is happening in California, and because this family refused to vaccinate their children causing them to be others to be sick, and because of that, it was considered to be bad. So I'm like, no way in heck, I'm not going to believe that somebody would do something that stupid. So because of that, I got so angry, and I ended up blocking Candice Michelle for that kind of garbage. And I had to, and I told my friend Valentina, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be following her anymore because of her rhetoric kind of crap she's spewing out. When I heard about that, I was really disturbed. I'm like, and now I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, if anybody who said that and gone and have done that, never do that to their children, and I'm worried if, let's say, my step-grandcousin Elena goes to school and she already has her vaccination shots and everything, because I'm sure my Aunt Lisa will make sure her granddaughter gets vaccinated. But it turns out, but what happens if she goes to school and some kid who's not vaccinated because their parents believe that mumbo jumbo? And I'm like, and then all of a sudden she gets sick, and I'm like, what to do? I'm like, I can't do nothing. My aunt and my uncle are gonna go crazy, and they're gonna like, this is not good. So, yeah. So that's why I'm still having a kind of problems of what I had to find out about. And, it's just terrible that she pulled this. It was terrible how this stuff being pulled off. Anyway, so apparently, that's why I'm nearly at a stance of watching House of Hardcore, and I don't know when the next show it is. I think hopefully it's a Friday, because if it's on a Saturday, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so without that being cleared out and expressed that out, I do want to address another thing. I think I mentioned about this before, but I found out that about figuring out about Tim Don's, not really him being, his name being there, but him as dressing up as Dr. Cube at TwitchCon nearly made me kind of freaked out. Then I should have known it was him. And I know I mentioned this before. I probably did. If not, you can go look back, because I did. And what happened was that I should have recognized it was him, but even though he's not the one who's voicing, that's somebody else, and it's kind of a weird situation. But why on earth, how did Tim Donst ended up being Dr. Cube? It's probably because he has friends, and how the heck then I knew him being dressed up as Dr. Cube is because he was recovering from this very hardcore, ultra-violent type match he had against Danny Havoc at AIW, and thankfully it was outside, and I was like, why did this happen? And I'm like, ew. But the one thing was, I had to figure this out. And I'm pretty sure there were a lot of things. And another thing is, yes, I'm pretty sure, especially because I was wondering what was going on, especially because I saw Lowbro, he's a Twitch streamer, liked my tweets a little bit. I'm like, okay, Lowbro, I guess I'm trying to figure it out that you, Zine, and Angel are at that show. I'm like, yeah. Uh-oh. Don't do this to me. Oh. Camera closed. Uh-oh. I'm still alive, am I? Okay, I have 25 minutes. So, if you guys were wondering, how the heck did I figure out that Tim Donst was at TwitchCon? It's because when I saw I saw how heavy Dr. Cube looked like, and the scars, and I can't believe it. There was a photo. Oh, and of course, the other thing was, this is why I'm going to be so much laughing about this. What happened was, the next day, he posted on Twitter that he was doing something, and he was on that, he was posing with that dinosaur, because he was on it, and I knew it was him at TwitchCon, because there was somebody else somebody who I follow on Instagram, who's part of the, one of the Twitch communities I'm involved. She is known as Vampire. I don't want to botch it up, but her name is, Candice, and she got married at, Burning Man, and I was like, wow, cool. Anyway, she was at TwitchCon, and she was at the same, I guess the same booth where you're allowed to pose, you're allowed to get on the dinosaur and you can pose and whatever you want. So I was like, yep. I'm like, that happened at TwitchCon, so I knew it. He was there. I'm like, I knew he was gonna be at TwitchCon. I'm like, but and I couldn't believe that happened. So I got very angry and upset because I just couldn't believe it. Even though I would want to go and, see Angel and Zine. But I would be more super distracted because of him. As a Tim Donst. But next year, if he wants to come to TwitchCon, I'll just make sure I get my, I'll make sure I'll buy him a full 3-day I'll give him the full weekend, buy him a full weekend, and as soon as I get my status, it's on Twitch. Good grief. But yes, but seriously, it's just how that happened, how the heck I knew that was him, because of the dang scars he got. He was recovering from that hardcore match he had, and I know it was terrible. But anyway, so yeah. And despite of everything has been going on as of late, and despite things went completely out of control, I felt so upset, and for my mother to do this was very uncalled for. She did betray me because she thinks it's about flesh and blood, when the fact is, there are things that I cannot forgive for somebody. And she said, oh, you need to forgive and forget. Why? Because that's a Christian thing? No. I don't think it's a Christian thing. It's more of a, I should be more specific because I used to know somebody by that name. And no, you guys, I'm not talking about Jay Rezo, otherwise known as Christian or Christian Cage. So get your minds out of the gutter. So no, I'm talking about when I was put into different schools. There was a guy who I was in this ridiculous school I was put in for my middle school. I used to like him a lot, but it was just horrible how it ended for the end of the school year. And that was, what, about 2 decades ago? Yep, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. It was about 2 decades ago. It was about 2 decades ago. Holy smokes. It's that long. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. It's that long. I just couldn't believe how things went. It's just that it's been that long, has it been? I can't believe I'm just thinking about this. With all this madness of going on, I forgot about something like this. All because my heart, just how this whole entire thing started. Just realized that. Yeah, so anyway. Man, I can't believe I thought about that. I don't know what came over me. So, anyway. So apparently there are a lot of things that have been going on ever since. And, when things got a little bit out of hand with the, with everything that's been going on, and with all this madness, this stress, and this crap that's been going on with my family, it's just horrible but I'm just safe to say that I may be staying home tomorrow. And if so, I don't know what's going on with, I don't know what's going on with Meza. I'm probably still not feeling well. I'm not sure, but he may lost his voice in it. So I'll probably stream tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Usually I would not do to, but I thought at least to give my chance to watch Meza's streaming. But if he's not feeling well, I'll go ahead and stream. And I will invite everybody to come. It's just that, things have been not as well as it seems, because a lot of things have been going on. But for somebody like my mother to do something, to just betray me for plans that we thought we are making, instead, it's more of let's think about somebody who really makes me upset and angry. Yeah, just try to make me feel more miserable. Also trying to say, oh, I need to get a job. What? Where? Nobody would hire me. Hey. And she's bringing up so much stupid stuff. She knows that, and it's making me very emotional. You're not supposed to mess with somebody with their emotions that are not intact. Sorry, I'm kind of itchy right now. And I do not want to go down into tears or anything, but, when you're doing the things that are so crazy as it seems, but promises are promises, but then, of course, then you want to just continue on to make me feel miserable? Then don't tell me you're going to do something stupid. Don't tell me 2 days before before Thanksgiving, you want to do that. You should told me this more than a couple of days ago. Oh, no. You know, she blew the opportunity to not think about herself, the person who don't care about us, and him, my brother. Don't care about me. Don't care about me. Don't care about my feelings. Things just okay to mess around. It's not okay. Hey. Anyway. Anyway, so I know I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of picking around my ear because I'm kind of a little bit nervous because I'm just very angry and upset because my mother decided to betray me and mess around with my emotions on this count of things that been going on and regardless, she doesn't respect my wishes. You know, she doesn't understand that, when you want to do something and you need to talk about this and plan in advance. You cannot say in 2 days before Thanksgiving, oh yeah, let's do this. Let's write this and blah blah blah. No. I do not want to. And you think it's okay to just and then go throw something at my face, talking about the Bible? I mean, if I should have seen this comment. I knew I should have seen this comment because because of that, I'm kind of ridiculously angry because I am planning on something for I was gonna get something for her for Christmas, but for what the stunt she pulled off last night, I don't think she deserves it. I was gonna get her that Amazon Fire Stick that you put in your TV, and I was gonna get it into her room, so she can at least watch TV and doesn't end up being in Jonathan's room. But she doesn't care, excuse me. I think the coffee, the banana, excuse me, the avocado, and apparently that cinnamon and English muffin is counteracting. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, and you probably guys are wondering, well, isn't your mother right? I'm like, no, she has no right because she has no right to do so. Messing around with my emotions. And despite how angry and upset I was because of how things she spewed out without saying things and warning me this, like, she should have told me this more than a couple of days ago, and then I'm like, okay, but then why? But nope, she says to pull this off 2 days. And you know what? I should have just argued against her and said, no, we're not going to down country because there was problems already because you have not do anything right because you got upset, you were angry because of the way how they were treating you. So you know what? Forget about that. We're going to China Buffet. You can try to invite him if you want to or not, but we're going to China Buffet because you were very angry, upset, and And you promised we would go. You betrayed me. And she wouldn't be more. Instead, she pulled out. I don't know why she said, I don't know what the word betray means. But I got very angry and very upset. And, you know, the reason why I'm kind of angry is because of things. And it's not just, because of why I do not feel like I do not like Candice Michelle and Austin Aries anymore. It's because the stupid things she did, stupid things and the other two, monkeys, that they are, did. Alright? I can list, as I can tell you, I can list it. You know, she says stupid things. She does stupid things. She has her so-called friends and did stupid things. Especially, she had one supposed friend who lives the next street from us, had her son being married to some Hindu girl, and they rudely, and I mean this, they rudely and insulted me by inviting my mother to the wedding. Don't dress me. I'm pretty sure that's kind of, I think probably that's kind of rude, and no matter how you, in whatever wedding, no matter what religion you celebrate, not inviting everybody is considered to be rude. Dude. And I'm just hoping, and then they're gonna get, I'm hoping to this day that they do get divorced first, because that's gonna teach them a lesson not to be rude. Because if you're gonna be rude, you might as well do invite people who don't want to be rude. But them being rude, I'm finger crossing to them to lose them to be divorced. Pretty sure that's considered bad. And then of course, let's talk about another friend, or supposed friend of hers. She said it was a friend, but her son decides to, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say this, screw with a harlot. Yes, this harlot who should not. Sorry, I saw the camera flip and camera close. Oh, get back. Dang it! I can't believe my phone does that. So anyway, that's what I was trying to say, is another supposed friend whose son decides to screw around with a harlot who has nothing in her life. And now they have a kid. And I'm just hoping, and because of that they ended up running away. They moved somewhere else. Another supposed friend invited her, again being so rude, to a wedding at the winery down the shore. Don't invite me, of course not. Again, that's another rude. And yeah, by the way, the son was a police officer, and the other son that she has, who is considered to be doctor, performed the wedding ceremony. Are you kidding me? And I told her not to go, because that was rude. She ignored me, going against my wishes. And then of course, she's still, I hate to say it, she still tries to make me angry and upset. And I have to hold her on that. I'll have to hold her on that. And on top of that, I might as well hold her on because of the surge. Because who did not help her take care of me? No one. Except for Jonathan, who took her to the hospital. And who took care of her when she got old? Me. And of course, there was, my brother, him staking up the house, and then, of course, he goes bowling. And his friends, out of all his friends, he has one who's so much more heavier than I am. I'm pretty sure forcing him, and the reason why my brothers have so much weight gain is because he force fed him crap. Nastiness. Something that I would have to rather have Brett and Link to do than what my brother would. Oh. And then, of course, there's my father, who doesn't care. He's more intuitive up to his mother. And furthermore, I can't believe I'm saying this. Furthermore, his friends, he doesn't have much friends anymore since he got kicked out of one bar and ended up into another. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have much friends. And so apparently I'm very angry because my family do stupid things. And I can make things more worse, but I'm kind of crying about this. It's just, so because of this madness and this stability of my emotions being messed, there better be something different, because I cannot relive what took place 2 years ago. My parents were in a drunken stupor. My brother was being embarrassed. And all the thing I care about was going on to my phone. Because I did not want to be involved into this. Because none of us are happy. I mean, everything was fine last year. But not 2 years ago. I'm sorry, guys. I can't believe I'm going on a ridiculous rant. I promise you guys that is not going to be happening, because tomorrow the video that I have made will be out. So please enjoy the video that I will have tomorrow. It will be set up at 10 o'clock in the morning. So apparently I'll be tweeting along because of the I don't know, because there probably is something going on, try to win for Thanksgiving. And despite there are a lot of craziness going on, and stuff. And also, at the same time, just understand there are a lot of things happen. But the one thing for sure is I do not tolerate how things went and what my mother had done. And she thinking that she's going to get away with this. She's not. But my emotions are being messed with, and she should suffer. And besides, not only all the things I also mentioned, I forgot the other things why I can't deal with. It's because after what happened and on election day, I I was trying to make sure I'm not seeing any of the messages. And apparently, like, things got out of control. And because of that, I blocked 2 numbers already. Oh, and the other thing, she said, and the other thing, my mother says to me, oh, why do I believe you treat me as trash? Yeah, if I treat you like trash, you would not be, you wouldn't see me going crazy and hurting you. I couldn't believe she just said that to me. Jonathan. Anyway, guys, I have to end this because I'm about to cry more, and I don't want to do that for you guys because I'll be streaming on Twitch this afternoon. I'll probably do this after I have some lunch. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Jeez Louise, really. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you always be true to yourself. And quotes from, I guess I could say, from Ellen DeGeneres. Stay kind, be kind to one another, and I'll see you guys probably Friday or today on Twitch. Thanks for watching. Till then, bye.